All right, first things first, base bevel. Here's the base bevel guide. The way you kind of line this thing up is you'll just insert the file. You could use a shorter file or a really cool, like this holds like the little round diamond disc. I like to use this wedge as well. Like this slide in here, it locks this in place. And this right here is gonna be sliding against the sidewall. This is that plate I was talking about. We're doing with a 0.7 degree base bevel right here. And I'm looking at it, making sure it's all clean. If it isn't, I'll use this brass brush and just buff it all out, get it all cleaned up. And then I'm gonna just start by making sure I have a little pressure down and against the sidewall, and it's locked in right there. And I'm gonna start with there's a little light pressure and small little pulls. I kind of lift up a little bit. I'm not coming off the ski, but I'm just like not pushing at all. I'm just lifting up a little bit on the way forward and pulling back. And you just want to have a nice even kind of like strokes, which is like the right amount of pressure. And obviously the harder you're going to push down, the more bite you're going to get. But this ski has already been tuned up, so I'm not really getting too much bite. You can see there's a little kind of like dirty on the file there, so just gonna scrape that off. If I can't get it all off, I'll pull this wedge out, slide that file just a little bit, and lock it back into place. And I'll go back over there until I don't feel any grab. And right here, you can hear a little bit of that like file to steel edge contact, but there's no grab there, so it's a nice 0.7 degree base bevel. So base bevel is something that is so critical for good feeling on snow. Harder conditions, more ice, spring snow, you're on a flatter ski, you're gonna have more bite, a flatter edge, as opposed to really dry, aggressive snow, like man-made snow or super cold snow, which is gonna be really aggressive. And speed skis typically have a 0.7 to 1 degree base bevel, and tech skis for slalom and GS, you can go for a 0.5 or half a degree or 0.7 for a little less aggressive feeling. And to me, I always like to have a little more bevel, and that will allow me to get my feet away from me and really kind of like get the angles early at the top of the turn instead of getting jammed up and the ski being too reactive and too aggressive. But you can fade in a little more base bevel on the tip and tail, but really from like just behind the contact point, on both sides, like that's where you want to have your true, effective, like flatter kind of like setup with base bevel. So, and this guide is incredible. It's like I said, with all SIDECUT tools, tolerances are really tight. It's very accurate. And I like the interchangeable brackets here to go between. So another cool thing is this handle's also SIDECUT's little diamond disc. You can just drop it in like that and then use the wedge to lock that in place as well. And this is a great way to use a stone after edging to try and really get a nice polish there. And here you can go back and forth. You can go back and forth with stones, but only make sure you're pulling back one direction with the file.